Good day, everybody, and welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, Let's Talk with Glow. My name is Glow, and I'm your host as always. And today promises to be exciting, promises to be educating as usual. And this is brought to you proudly by Copper Studios, situated somewhere in the heart of Lagos. And today we have another beautiful topic, and we have beautiful guests. I have a beautiful lady, and I have two gentlemen. And as I always say, during the course of the conversation, we will know if they are actually gentle or not. And I will not forget to mention that I also crossed 7 rivers and 7 seas to get these people here today, right? So one of them is someone I call Idon, and my Yoruba guys know what I'm saying, but let me not let the cat out of the bag immediately. So our topic for today is going to be somewhat something that has to do with the tech industry. So if you're somebody that you would love to venture into the tech industry, but you don't have any particular backing, and you don't know how to start, you don't know what to do or where to begin, I will need you to stay tuned to this particular episode, because we are going to be talking about tech, and we are going to be talking about how to get into it even if you do not have a degree, right? So our topic for today is unlocking the code, navigating the tech world without a tech degree. Without further ado, please let's make welcome our guests. So our first guest, and I always start from the ladies, right? So our first guest for today, her name is Josephine Onoha, and she is a technical support engineer. We have Hilary Moye, and he is a digital marketer, and his core is in content marketing. Now we also have the one I call Idon. His name is Samuel Dayo Akinleye, and he is an IT support technician. I had to look, so I'll be very sure of what I'm saying. All right, so let's make welcome our guest. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to our space, right?
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, so let's get into it. How have you been? And all of you are just looking so. Is this how the tech world is? Everybody is looking fly. Now, so the thing they be for on our side. Like, so once you're in the tech industry, you're cool, you're fly, you don't have issues, you're spending the money, there's cash. This Buhari's season has, I say Buhari, Wahala. This Tinubu season has nothing on you, you're right. Correct my impression, no,
Well,
but that's
it
what I
does,
think.
but we are just focusing on the present now and just do what makes us happy. That's how we're getting by.
Okay. Nice one. Nice one. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So before tech, what was your area of specialization before you got into the tech world? Mini. Let's start with Hilary.
Okay, so for me, I started straight up from school. You know, it started for me as it was just someone looking to just make money. That was just the idea. Honestly, it was never passion. Because for me, I was looking to study automobile engineering, mech engine and all those stuff. So
Okay.
I was at my mom's shop. Then I just heard over the radio about this whole how to start. But that was like 2015 August.
Mm.
Yeah, that was when it started for me. So like from there, I just got piece of the details. Then I started working on something, 2015, and since then I didn't. Honestly, I just it's just the fact that I wanted to go into the mechanical engineering world, but I just still have that love for that. But I can't remember the last time I had to like think about going back to that again. These days it's just the whole tech stuff and then making money off the whole industry. That's just
So the main motive was just to make the
it
money.
was just to make money. I'm not going to come here and tell you it was passion. No, it was never passion. It was about more of survival and then make money. Yeah.
Okay. Josephine, let's hear you.
Okay, for me, I actually graduated with BSc in biochemistry. That's far apart from tech.
Like
Yes. So, my motivation to go into tech, I was scared. Biochemistry, it was difficult to get somewhere to just work as a biochemist.
In Nigeria?
Yes, in Nigeria. The
Okay.
laboratory, we're looking for laboratory technicians. Hospitals, we're looking for doctors. Pharmacy, we're looking for pharmacists. So, and I've always been telling the guys around me, I just saw that the world was just changing and tech was evolving. The guys around me, I kept on telling them, why not go into tech? This is giving money and it's something you could just do. You don't need to spend so long in the university to achieve one professional degree. When the guys around me were not taking up this, trust me, I decided to prove them wrong that I can do something. So that was how I went into tech, and I had a side passion for it, but I didn't know how to go into it. And then the money. Also, money was also a motivation. So I think that's how.
So if the money was not there, would you have gone for it?
If the money was not there, would I have gone for it?
Say the truth, though.
I will, but money was a foundation. I will actually, because I kind of like tech.
So did you practice in any way? Like, did you practice the biochemistry in any way?
The only practice I did was just when I did my, was it IT?
Okay.
I practiced at one hospital, Havana Hospital, as a laboratory. That was the only practice. Coming out of the university, I applied to different places, and it was difficult for me to get a degree. Some were looking for experience, and I didn't have that. And my degree was not even in laboratory science, so it was difficult. To be like really tight. Yeah. I didn't really practice.
Okay. So Samuel.
Oh, just like Jasmine said, I want to still better because she did biochemistry. Did I get it right?
Yeah, biochemistry.
Mine was business administration.
There's connection.
You think so? And let's just say, anytime I go for interviews for tech roles, the first thing HR normally asks me, we are trying to connect the dots. You're a management student and all your experience have been tech. But I used to tell them, don't forget the basic. I actually didn't remove it on my CV.
Okay.
Because I started from management. My first job offer was as admin officer. But it was during that period I just said, how will I be coming to office every day, putting on shirt and trousers and tie? It's so boring. Yes, I can just decide today I just want to wear armless to the office. Let me feel free. But the only line of job that can give me such, preference to dress anyhow I like, flexibility. I can decide today I just want to be on anything comfortable for me. I like comfort. I've sewn different kind of clothes that once I put them on once, I will be so uncomfortable, and that one alone will just cut out the whole day for me. Just said, let me just leave management life alone and move into tech. But even before I went to school, I had passion for it, but the passion was not that serious. I said, okay, let me go to school now. Normal management, business admin, blah blah blah. I did admin for like 6 months, but it was so boring. I need something else. But come to the tech world now. There are different challenges in the tech world. You can come to the office today, something you did yesterday that was working, you get to the office today, and everything you spent, let's say like 10 hours doing, you come to the office and everything is not working. So those kind of challenges are what get me strong as a person. That's why I just said no. Tech is something I will never joke with.
So that means for Hilary, it was the money was the prompting factor.
Mainly survival. Yes.
Then for you, it was, remind me again.
Money and
passion. Then for you, it was more of comfortability and flexibility. Okay, so let's hear how you finally moved into the tech space. Okay. When was that? When did you fully, okay, you know what? Forget every other thing. I'm going directly into tech.
Okay. Just when I got my first employment, I was working as an admin officer for an organization. Then one day, like on Tuesday, one of my friends just called me. I was like, there's this organization in Ikeja Jari that needed someone to come and work as an IT person for them. I said, for real. I left my office in Bagada. I rushed down there. Then I got there, and the person that was meant to interview me was already leaving the office. We did the interview inside the car. And I'm like, wait, we are doing interview inside a car, and the one was like, hey, this is what I wanted you to do, and you're already doing it for me. You understand the scenario I'm trying to paint? Yeah. Compared to the shirt and trouser and tie. And that day I was not even putting on shirt and trouser. I was just putting on a polo, and the man did the interview. The following day, he said I should come for another face interview. I went to meet him at this church. I'm like, these are things are meant to be now. It's not as if just normal putting on shirt and trousers and suit inside the hot sun. And then the period where the weather was very, very harsh. Like, I just needed something cool just to cool everything down. But I was working as an admin person now, or like a management student, which I studied in school. You can't go for a management interview and you're putting on something you are comfortable with. They will look at it as you are not serious. But this one, I didn't even wear anything like that has to do with the interview. Even when I left, my mom was like, "Are you sure you're going for an interview?" I said, "I'm going for an interview." So I got there, and after just 3 days, the man just called me. Yeah, this is the kind of person I need, because you have shown me what I needed already. So there's no point going back and front. Then it was like, should I pursue a career in tech or not? But when I started, and I just got to discover that this is just what I needed in my life. Because me, I like flexibility. I can wake up today and decide that, I want to dress like an Arabian person. You can't be going to the bank now and say you want to dress like an Arabian person.
It's
like,
not possible. Wow. You have a particular color of shirt you're supposed to wear.
There are even some organization that they will tell you just white shirt Monday to Thursday, then Friday you can put on. But still that Friday is restriction. And
you can't wear flip-flops. You have to wear cover shoes and all that.
I don't like all the stuff. I just like doing my things my own way. There was a particular time when I was going to the office. My mom saw me at the bus stop and was like, let me say I'm a police officer now. Do you think I'm going to arrest you? I said, why am I? Because I was on break. She was like, the way you are dressed, are you sure you are going to the office? I said, I'm going to the office now. I'm a tech bro, and we tech guys, like they used to call us, we are the shower of the industry.
Okay. You're coming out one by one. No, just be coming out little by little. Nice one. So you started as an IT. What did you say? You did the interview?
The interview before I became an IT officer.
Okay. So what was the work like? Because it's not like, did you have any particular training or anything at all? Because you moved all the way from an admin officer, which is way different. So how did you cope?
Okay, before I went to school, after my secondary school, I did some training. I started with normal, what's it called, desktop publishing. Also, you learn how to do CorelDRAW.
Okay.
But I wasn't feeling fulfilled doing them, because I felt it's something I learned over 3 months and it can't take me far. So I pursued further and started knowing how to repair, fix laptops, buy this, buy that. And then I just got to discover I actually had passion for this. But because I didn't take it serious, that's why I didn't know. When I got to school, some of my colleagues, whenever they are having small issues, they say, Shay, before you came to school now, you have been doing something like this. Then that was how I started picking up.
Where did you learn? Where did you learn these things?
I learned it in Ikeja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned how to fix and how to repair.
Ikeja has really trained a lot of people.
Yes,
Low key.
A lot of us.
All right, Josephine. So let's hear you. How was it for you? How did you transition into the tech world?
Okay, so for me, I started out as a customer support official. And it was in an automobile firm.
Okay.
So we're into repairing cars. I was more like a technical advisor. That was the name it was coined. So I was taking in customers' complaints and making sure that their vehicles get fixed. Along the line, I saw myself knowing how to diagnose cars, though I didn't enter under the car. But then they saw that I could do things. They started bringing in more work, more job. I became an accountant. I became a recruiter. I became so many things.
With the same salary?
With the same salary, sorry. Nice. That's Nigeria for you. So I became many things. And since I've been telling people around me to go into tech, I saw that they weren't. So I saw an opportunity to get into a customer support advocate. That was how I started. So it was more of me talking to customers. Meanwhile, I've been used to that. I talk with customers on a daily basis for more than 4 years.
Okay.
I was talking to customers, even irate customers. So it started up like that. And when I got into the role, the company I was working with gave me the foundation. They saw that, since you can interact with people, the technical side of it, they will just brush you up. You have support. You have people that could just show you how to do that. Okay. So meanwhile, it's not like I know how to navigate the window operating system. Just want to Not that I know
The
much.
intricacies.
Yes, but I just know how to go around it.
Okay.
And I know office suites like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So because of that, when I got interviewed for the role, they saw the way I could talk. When it comes to customer, I could relate very well.
Yeah.
So I just got that job. That was how I started for me.
That's nice. Okay, Hilary.
Yeah, okay. So, like I said, I was at my mom's. My mom, she used to be this cosmetology person. I was at shop that day, and I was on the radio. I was just bored, and then there was, can't remember the show anymore. It's 2015. So they talked about it's. I think it was blogging, along the line of blogging and all that. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, let me give this a shot because I was so tired of going to the shop and all that. So after shop that day, I went straight to the cafe. I didn't have a PC or anything there. I went straight to the cafe. I started working on something. I had to read up. Like I was just so eager to, because the whole idea made sense to me. The fact that you could create something for yourself. You understand? That was actually, the push I got. The fact that you create something for yourself and then you're working on something over time. I'm like, okay, let me do this. Then I started that way. It was like 2, 3 months straight. I was doing rubbish because there was no mentor, there was nobody to tell me you're going off the line and all that. So I think I ran into a friend, not really a friend as at then, anyways. He was just a guy. So he had a blog,
Okay.
and I just had to message him on Facebook, and I was like, how about he helps me check my blog and let him see what I'm doing. And I won't lie to you, his response was so horrible. I won't, like, it was crazy because I remember that night he was like, what are you doing? Like, it was so disorganized, but to me, the fact that I was doing it for the first time, I was happy about what I was doing, the progress I was making.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
But he has been in it like for a while, and he was like, "What's this rubbish?" Like, his feedback was horrible, honestly. So he helped me set it up and then do the designs and all that. And then he showed me a few things to do, and then he told me, okay. Then I kept bugging him, as a newbie. I was always in his inbox, and he was like, he got pissed one day and said to me, like, "Don't you use YouTube or Google?" And like, that was where it all started for me, honestly. Then I remember at the slightest, I'm always on Google, I'm always on YouTube checking how to do this, how to do that. And I was seeing that, like, these things is everywhere. It's like it's on the internet. So that's how I started, late 2015. Then I figured, okay, blogging was taking much of my time. I needed something to bring me, no matter how little the money was.
Yeah.
So I told this same guy, he linked me up to some guys who I was now writing for at the time. So I was writing for their blogs. And honestly, if I tell you what the pay was like, you would shock. 2015, I had one guy who all he did was subscribe for me. That was like my payment.
That was your payment.
Yeah. So he was going to sub for me. Then I think he was doing somewhere along that, 750 MB for me. That was how it
your
started. That,
payment.
yeah. So I had 3 guys I was working for 2016, beginning of 2016. And then along the lines, I had, I started, building my network and knowing more persons in the industry. And then many people started talking about Fiverr. You understand?
Yeah.
So the whole possibilities became bigger. Then I started leaving blogging, which I don't want to go into. And then I went into, Fiverr. I started on Fiverr. And then those persons on Fiverr were requesting for a higher standard of job. You understand? My first job on Fiverr, I think I had like 1 something star. And then that ruined the entire account.
thing.
You understand?
Okay.
So I was asking questions.
So that's more like a review from the customer.
Yes.
Okay.
My first review on Fiverr was like 1 something star. It's a rating actor, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
So that was 2016. So like, I was still like, okay, jobs were no longer coming in on Fiverr because I'm like, what happened? I had to start asking questions, and they're like, you have 1 point. He's going to look at your profile and give you a job. So I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what happened. So I had to like go back. I didn't even pay attention to the review. I had to go back, look at the review, check some stuff, Then I had to open a new account. Then I started learning SEO.
Okay.
I say I had to learn SEO because that was like the clients, complain.
Okay.
I was just scattering keywords all over the place and all that. So I had to learn SEO. I had to go back to learning actual content writing from scratch. YouTube most of the time and all that. So because I didn't have money to buy courses then. So as time went on, I started learned SEO content. I had to just keep learning, then started selling my services back on Fiverr again.
Okay.
I had more persons that were paying me offline here in Nigeria and all that. So that was how it just started. And then I was just enjoying the whole process. That's it.
Okay. So did you encounter any resistance from your clients, mainly because you did not have an original degree, or because you didn't have any strong footing in maybe having a degree or something?
Okay, so those who have been on Fiverr as at 2016 compared to now would know that Fiverr then you could just open an account, no matter how wacky it looked, then you'd have people, reach out to you. Unlike now when the whole space is now tight and competition and all that. So then I had several persons reach out to me. You understand? They would come to me, can you do this? Okay, so can I see something you've done? I don't have anything to show anyone, you understand? So like that was and I didn't know how to put myself out as someone who could do it.
Okay.
That was just like the issue. So I was like telling them they should trust me. No one wants to trust you,
Exactly.
you understand? I was just relying on the fact that maybe I could maybe just say something magical for them to just give me the job. But it didn't work that way. I had to learn over time that I needed to grow a portfolio, learn how to, speak to this person so they would, trust that you can do the job. Because it's something else. You might have the portfolio, but you can actually convince them that you don't even. Because sometimes they're looking at you and looking at you and they're like, are you the one that did this? Because you're not sounding like someone who,
who's professional enough to
so
have
like
that.
I had to, that was like my issue learning, at the beginning. And as time went on, even with the review I said I got on Fiverr, then I had to work on those. And that was just it for me,
Nice one. Yeah. So Josephine, so have there been any skepticism or criticism from your employers or anybody because you never had a tech backing from the beginning?
Well, the employer that I'm working with has always been the first.
Okay.
Yes, okay. But then I got a lot of rejection emails, so I'm used to it.
Prior to this,
yeah, I'm used to rejection emails. Like they tell you they want so and so, they want 20 years experience, and you should be less than 26.
So you should have gotten the experience before you were born.
Mm-hmm. So I think that was it. And again, another restriction I had was myself. I think that's what many people will be facing right now, because I felt I wasn't able to do that. I was always comparing myself with a lot of people. So I was like, how am I going to go into this? This person read computer science. This person knows how to do this. This person knows how to do that. But then I was just more like disqualifying myself, even without being disqualified. So it affected me until one day I said, no, okay. When I keep looking at the big picture, I get scared. Mm-hmm. How do I know this? How do I know this? How do I know all this at the same time within a short period of time? But then I said, okay, let me just take this step. It's a step at a time. Just, okay, I know how to speak. It's fine. Let me do this. The next thing, learn how to navigate the operating system more. I know how to do this. So I just started taking that step one step at a time. So I think one thing was me disqualifying myself and the rejection emails, which I'm used to.
Well, you didn't actually give up even with the rejections.
I didn't. I'm still pushing. I'm not giving up. I'm still pushing.
That's the spirit. All right, Samuel.
Okay, for me, just like Josephine has said.
Why are you always just like Josephine have said?
No, it's just I think we are almost in the same line. Okay, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I was in an interview. We've been doing this interview for more than a month, and I don't know, probably the HR didn't look at my CV very well. So it was on Thursday. When I got there for the physical interview, we were talking and everything was going smoothly. All of a sudden, one of the people, they said it's not your interview, like just physical conversation, just said, wait, he observed that I said in my CV that I have my first degree in business administration. I said, yes. Is there any problem? He said, didn't I read the requirement for the post? I said, I read it. I know. That's what I told. I said, I know because I'm used to it. He said, why would you say something like that? I said, the mistakes some Nigerian HRs are making is that they will put requirements that, yes, compulsory, you must be,
you must have this kind of degree.
But they forget that there are some of us that we are not computer science students, but we are better than those people that studied computer science in some of these things. The man was like, are you for it? I said, yes. I said, computer science, I have people that studied computer science that used to come to meet me. That Gafa, what was the meaning of this? What was the meaning of this? It's just like saying, this was the scenario I painted for. I said, just like there are some people that studied mechanical engineering in school.
Yeah.
But if you give them a car to diagnose, they don't know anything about it. Don't blame them.
Very true.
They forgot that aside from studying it in school, you just have to go for the
practical. You have the practical
it's what
knowledge.
You can offer me, because if I have a company now, I don't care if you like go and study anything. You're like, well, Oga, what can you do for me? That is the major thing I'm concerned about. And whenever I go for interviews, first thing, visa me. They look sometimes maybe discouraging, but me, I normally encourage myself. If you don't pick me, someone else that knows my value, we actually pick me up. So.
Yeah.
Man, it has been really, really, really insightful with you guys. Okay, so we are going to go on a very quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. How would you say social media actually affects people's sense of belonging or their sense of community? Like, you can go to social media and the posts you're making and just post that, okay, let's post this thing so that I can belong to a particular class of people. Do you think social media has anything to do with that sense of belonging?
Yes, because the same way it happens off social media is the same way we want people to see. Remember, off social media, you are enclosed. There's nobody seeing it outside that your jurisdiction. It's only people that you relate with on a daily basis, maybe face to face, that tend to see the social part of your life. But if you don't want others to see it, the question is, if you believe you belong to a certain set of elite group belonging, and you want others from another sphere to also see that particular set of group still exists, then you need to start putting it out there. Then they will start believing or start forming us. That's why you see an association here in Nigeria is almost.
Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. And if you just peradventure stumbled upon this, I won't say you've missed much, because you can always go back to the beginning to follow up with what we're talking about. And we still have our guests here in the house doing a lot of justice to our topic. And our topic still remains unlocking the code, right? Unlocking the code, navigating the tech world without a tech degree. So let's see how fast we can wrap this up. So the next thing we'll talk about is the resources or the learning paths that you find helpful. So before you got into the tech space, what resources or what learning paths did you take? Are there any ones that you can recommend for our viewers? So let's start with you, Samuel.
Let me say, because of my own line of duty, I'm a technical support specialist, and it entails, troubleshooting, repairing, and some other things that I don't want to go deep into. So resources that I would just say, basically for those that want to go into tech, number one is YouTube. Yeah, okay. YouTube goes a very long way. Yeah, because there are some times that, apart from what I learned when I was trying to develop myself, maybe in the office sometimes I'll be choked up, and the next thing I'll just think of, let me quickly go to YouTube, search for how to do this, and before you know it, by the time I stream like 2 or 3 videos, I'll get some solutions to it. And also, there are some sites, I don't want to go deep into the site, but YouTube basically for me. YouTube does a lot.
Okay, yeah. So is there a particular way to search for things on YouTube? Because I know there are some times when you search and the thumbnail you see in front of the video is not actually what they actually talked about in the video itself.
Yes, that's true.
So is there a particular way to search, to know, to be able to filter? Because not all videos on YouTube are actually doing what they say they are doing. Yeah, sure. So how are you going to be sure that, okay, this particular information I'm getting from this particular video is what I need?
Okay, good. On a situation like that, when you are not getting what you need from YouTube, you can get people around, maybe like at least in anything you are doing, you have to have mentor. I forgot to add that. You have to have mentor that, yeah, whenever you are hooked up, you can easily call on them that, okay, I'm trying to do this and I'm not able to do that. Then they can put you through. And even before they put you through, they will ask you that, what step have you taken on your own? So as I am like this, I still have people I look up to in Ikeja. That before I became like a corporate person, I used to work hand in hand with them. And whenever I'm hooked up and I've checked everything, I'll just pick up my phone. Hello, bros, Alpha, I have this challenge. So, and maybe 1 or 2 calls, even if they can't do it, they have people that they refer me to.
Okay.
So you have to have mentors to back up your YouTube videos and maybe any other thing that you feel, because the world we have today, you don't have to be just one direction. You have to have different means just to solve the solutions.
Okay.
Just to solve the problems, right?
Yeah. Okay. Nice one. So, Josephine.
Well, for me, YouTube, just like he said.
Okay, it's your turn. Just like he said.
And Google. I do a lot of Google. But then there's something, especially for the ladies. If you're a lady out there, I think this generation is going to be favorable for you. So there are some communities, some foundations that are giving free courses out there just to train ladies in IT. I happen to be fortunate I got a fellowship scholarship to learn product design in one of the communities. LinkedIn is also good. LinkedIn is for networking. You will see a lot of people just like you, and you see mentors. So if you're on LinkedIn and you're very, very conversant with how to use LinkedIn, you will see people that may even show you a community or a fellowship that would teach you for free. So, and also YouTube is good. Google, just look out for them. You can go on Coursera for free.
Yeah, they have some
free lessons
courses, yes.
to just learn, just get idea. You may not know much about the practical aspect, but you get idea and know what this is about. Then YouTube shows you step by step how to do that. You on yourself is another way of, you're a resource rather. So if you have the laptop or the phone you want, you go on YouTube while they are teaching, you're also practicing. So that's how I've been able to manage myself.
All right, thank you so much. Hilary?
Okay, so I'm 100% self-taught, so it's just the internet. It's just broad. It's way beyond just Google. It's beyond just YouTube, even though we use it a lot. I think that's the basic too, because it's easy to access.
Okay.
So once you go on Google, like how to do this, you're getting options, you're getting ideas, you're getting, the thing about Google is it gives you access to other learning platforms too.
Okay.
You understand? There are some I can't actually remember their names, but I've actually learned a thing or two from them because I had to go on YouTube, Google first too. And then there's YouTube. There is a Coursera, like she mentioned. Then there is a Udemy. I use it a lot. I think Udemy, I have over 100 courses on Udemy, even though it's like the Apple in Apple logo. Okay. I just eat and drop, you get the idea. Yeah. So like I use Udemy a whole lot because they have free courses. I started using a lot of free courses actually.
Okay, I didn't actually know they offer free courses. I was thinking it's just Coursera.
They do a whole lot. I think the first content marketing learning curve I had to go through was on Udemy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they offer it, and their courses are actually not really like top notch for a lot of them. Okay. But if you're trying to just start out and then get something to
just have an idea,
yes, to have good ground knowledge. Yeah. Udemy does it better for me. Then YouTube, it's quick. You can actually, it's quick. Most times these days on YouTube, you'd see the section their videos, so you can actually like scroll and then see the particular sections you're looking for to learn from. So yeah, YouTube, Udemy, Coursera, Google, does it for me. Yeah.
Okay. So what advice would you give somebody that I'm much more particular about you, and that's because I'm sure, I would like to confirm, you said you didn't have a university degree at all, right? No. So most of the jobs you've been doing are strictly freelance.
Yeah, strictly freelance contract jobs, yeah.
How's that been for you? Like, so you've never knotted a tie?
Okay. Yes. Here's the funny thing. I've actually gone for an interview just twice all my life. First one was after secondary school. I went to teach.
Okay.
Second, okay. Now the first one was this. I went to submit application to teach somewhere, and when I got there, I'm not trying to like hype myself up so much, but I'm a very very like academically sound person though. I used to be the senior prefect for the school way back, best graduating science student too. So like after school, I just wanted to get busy, but okay, I went to submit my CV to the school. I went there. After the whole process, they wanted me to take handle their those writing common entrance primary 6 year. So that was the whole idea. And the man was like pushing me at the interview, like, I'm telling you I can actually do these things. Like, I'm giving my references, I'm giving my proprietor's number, you can call and know, like, you understand. So he was like, I don't know why he was trying to downplay what I could do. And then I said, okay, no problems. I left. He said he would call me back. I'm like, okay, no, I really lost interest at the place before I left. So then I left the place. That was like 2 days after he called Ashiris. I said, I'm not interested anymore. And like, I wasn't doing any job as at then. That was when before the whole, blogging, journey started.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather just stay jobless.
Wow.
Yeah, for real. Then the second job I went for was supposed to be, then I'd started learning, the whole blogging issues and all that. So this job, the idea was computer operator. Then I was very good at operating a computer and all that. I got to the place. The man was a pastor, and then computer operator. They told me I was going to clean the house because the office is just in front of the house. I'm not joking. I was going to clean the house. They have a laundry, shop next door that I'll be doing deliveries. I would be doing this. I'll be doing that. I'll be going to get checks from.
So when would you actually operate the computer?
And I had to ask him. So this is what I asked him. I was like, okay, so, but I thought the job was about a computer operator. He said, if you're not going to do this job, you should let me know. I'm like, no, I just want to be sure.
Wow.
You get. And then, okay, he was like, yeah. Okay, for how much again, by the way? And what he called was
ridiculous.
Honestly, I went home again. And then, what makes this whole thing funny was I got to the house. This man called my parents to tell them that their son was an irresponsible person because I didn't want to take the job. I was believing that the man was calling me back that he wants me to do the job. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not. He had to call my. I was at my friend's place. I didn't go home stay. I was at a friend's place. My dad called if I was home that he wanted to see me. That was at the market then. So he called that he wants to see me. I was going home. I met my mom. She was already mad. Like, she was furious. She was already burning. And so the whole idea here for me is, like you said, how was I able to like go through not applying for jobs and all that? Why I actually love this line of job is the fact that it gives you some level of, will I say, independence. It's up to you to want to learn. It gives you this challenge to want to know more. That's just what makes it what it is. It's what you know and what you can do. It's not what you have on paper. The only fear that comes with it is if you're starting out, you'd face these challenges that come with, okay, this person was a graduate, this person, and he's adding the fact that he's a graduate.
Yeah. So how
Actually,
do I start?
you understand. So it's like you're competing against someone that has an upper hand, but no, it's not actually like that. Once you put your mind to it, learn what you should. It's not just learning anything at all. It's just what should you learn. That's just what matters the most. Once you know what your people who are hiring what they want.
Okay.
That's just what matters. Once you know, okay, someone is coming to you, I need this done. You're telling them, okay, this is how I do it, this is how I do it, this is what I'm going to do, and I'll get it done within this so and so period. They're getting like they won't even have time to ask you For sometimes they don't ask you, have you done
Have
this
you done it
before?
before?
Because you already sound like
Sounded
You
like
know
you've
what
done
you're
it.
saying.
you
Okay,
understand.
you
So
know
that's
what
just
you're talking
that's what
about.
works. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what advice are you giving someone that wants to go into the tech world? He does not have a tech degree. Your advice to the person.
It's about what you want, and don't disqualify yourself. It's as simple as that. Don't disqualify yourself. If you want to do that, get into it. Start a step at a time. Look for people that have gone ahead of you and ask for advice. Look for mentors. Let them show you, guide you on how to navigate the space. Take up freelance jobs, volunteer jobs. In fact, for me, the place I was coming from, I was actually earning more compared to where I started off in my
The
journey as a
IT.
tech
Okay.
support engineer. So I was earning better there. But when I got into tech, because I wanted to learn tech, I had to collect a lower pay. So if you want it, if you're
Okay, so it's
coming,
because of the learning. That's
yes,
why, because we have this mentality that tech
if
cis, tech guys, they are earning in dollars, they're
I'm
earning
so
the
sorry to
money.
just share you. It's not so. It's not so. But as you progress, you start seeing the money. But if you're starting out, don't shoot yourself on the foot by saying if this job is not paying you much, you're not going to start. You can start as a volunteer. It could just be even in your church, IT team, media team. Join them. Discord, those people that used to carry cord and up speakers, join them. You are learning. That's how IT support is, because those people are actually supporting the IT
Departments.
departments in your church. So join them, learn one or two things. Oh, how did they put this sound together? How did they get these flyers out? So you start there. That's what I can just advise you. You could
Alright.
take freelance jobs. That should be a starter for you.
Okay, thank you so much, Samuel.
Okay, for me, basically, I would say the first thing first. Don't when you if you are joining tech, don't have it at the back of your mind that yes, in the next 2 years, I'm going to make money from tech. Yes,
Is it
don't
that
have
long?
No, you know why I said so, because for you to be successful in tech, you have to take your time by yourself. Do a lot of troubleshooting. Take enough of free gigs that when you are faced with greater challenges, you look at, yeah, before I even became this big, I've taken so many side gigs that they are free. I can give you some scenarios. Like, I have some of my friends that they are programmers that I know when they started programming, they don't have anything. Yes, some of them trek to their place of work. They trek to their place of work, and sometimes they will even come to me that, Alpha, bro, abeg, give us more cash, more just use go office. But then when they were doing it, they knew they knew what they wanted for themselves, that they wanted to achieve. And these are guys that, yes, they now have cars now, not even cars, they have cars they bought and they are tired of buying. So if you want to come into tech, don't look at it that, yeah, tech, bro, because that is what the notion people have, that
Exactly.
tech guys, they are rich.
Yeah.
Not all of us are rich. We
But
are rich.
you are rich.
In the future, we are rich.
Yeah, we are rich in the future.
Okay.
But have it at the back of your mind that if you are coming to tech, you are not coming in to make money. So if you are coming with that mindset to make money, trust me, you'll make money. You won't. Because
But okay, you should just have the mindset that there is money in it.
there's money in it.
Okay.
But don't come with the mindset that I'm coming to make money. Just come with the mindset that I want to know tech. And when you are coming to tech, know what you want for yourself. There was I think it was last month in the church, and I was surprised hearing my pastor tell we guys, and not even guys alone, because the data changed in my eyes. I said, for everybody, as long as you are still able to learn, go and learn data. I was surprised. This is someone that I used to look up to. Like, I like him very well. He's a banker, and he's very diligent, and he's also a tailor. He sews everything he wears by himself.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've worked in the banking sector. So for you to now see a banker tell you that everything I'm putting on, I'm doing it by myself. And now this same person is now telling you that I'm taking course in data analytics. Do you know how bulky data analytics is?
That's another good man.
And he's taking it serious.
Yeah.
And he told us that he has instructed all his children that they should start preparing their mind that they are going to data. Because he has already seen the future that, let's say, 5 years from now or 10 years from now, data will bring something. But if he had gone into data with the mindset that, yes, I want to go and make money, he won't learn what he has learned. So people coming into tech, don't come with the mindset that I want to come and make money. You will make money. No, that one is certain. But don't come with that mindset that I want to come make money. Come with the mindset that I want to learn it, understand it very well, own your shit. Like, I used to tell some of my guys who work together with.
All right. Okay. So thank you so much. It has really been insightful, and I learned a lot, and I'm sure that our audience has also learned a lot. So, thank you once again. And guys, we're going to wrap it up here. And just to add to what they've said, LinkedIn, I would make my own emphasis on LinkedIn for you to get a community that not just tech, but any community at all. You can find that on LinkedIn. And there are a lot of people, because it's a professional space, there are a lot of people that are there that are willing to actually give you guidance. It's not necessarily that they must give you a tutorial one on one, but when you start and then you're making some searches with some keywords, and the AI is directing you to certain people that have these keywords you're looking for in their description or in their bio, when you get to connect with them and you see the kind of write-ups they give out, trust me, I'm speaking from experience, you're going to learn a whole lot. Microsoft did not pay me for this thing, but I'm just saying, right? It's really a good mind on LinkedIn. So you can add that to the YouTube, you can add that to the Google, you can add that to the Coursera, you can add that to the Udemy, and then you can still find out even Twitter. There is actually an AI click on Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you know how to search, there is. I know I've picked up one or two things too from Twitter, right? It's not only to go and be throwing banter. There are things to learn on Twitter. So we're going to be wrapping it up here, and thank you so much for being with us to the end. We really, really, really do appreciate you, okay? So until we come your way next time, I remain your host, Glow, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.